example from your miraculous patient.
Thank you. Okay, see, most of the time when the patient comes, we sometimes ask them to, of course, we are dealing with the body. For example, if the person, we are telling them, you need to relax. Sometimes we tell them. But most of the time, patient will say, everybody's telling us to relax, but we don't know how to relax. We tell them, meditate. There are 1,000 types of meditation techniques are there. And they have been telling that, I do practice this, I do practice that, but I can't sometimes sleep, I can't still feel relaxed. See, there is this Buddhist way of thought process, which is actually, we advise to the patient is that, when you are actually in doing a meditation, what we are, everybody when they are doing a meditation, we will have an expectation that we should get some peace of mind. We should find some solution for certain things, and we should be sleeping. If you're having that expectation that I should get some benefit out of that, then it's going to be difficult. So we advise the patients that you meditate to be mindful, to be present. That mindfulness will give you an insight to understand who you are. When you understand who you are, you understand the weaknesses and strength of you, which will make you to be a better person. Here, the individual has to grow. If you are going to be the same person, and if you are not going to understand anything, there is no benefit. So, meditation or a process of mindfulness is to make you understand who you are, and that should be able to help you to be a better person. That means he should be able to change. He has to improve himself through meditation. If that's not happening, it's even if you are meditating for 2 hours or for 20 years or so, you will not get any benefit. The person has to improve and he has to change. So he has to observe himself as an individual from a different perspective to know that I have to change. If I have to change, what change I can do? Maybe I should exercise. Maybe I should forgive. Maybe I should understand it better. But that has to improve. So, and when you are actually telling them also to meditate, this is the perspective we are expecting. To understand that we may not be able to give them a 2-hour lecture in a consultation room. That's the time we give them some book references. We tell them, you read this book, which is written by this particular author. This book called Reinventing Life. It's a very old book written by one of the famous psychiatrists actually. In that they talk about all these schemas which we go through, and we tell them, you have a subjugation schema, and you read this. And when they read this, they understand it. And when they understand it, it also explains how can it change that character of you. How can you change that behavior of you? So by explaining through our consultation, it's not difficult. It's not easy to do that. So we have to give the reference of a book, and then they read. And when they read, they are not reading like a story. They have to read to make sure that they understand it, and are they ready to change? If they are ready to change, then the person's condition which he is suffering for a long, long time, maybe 10 years, 15 years, that he can't sleep, he will improve back.
Okay,
Yeah.